Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast, episode 64. My name is Lori. I live in the Chicago suburbs with my husband Ryan and our two cats Dixie and Daisy. And I love to crochet and I love to knit. And you can find all that on my social media links, or on my social media. All the links are down below. So Ravelry, Instagram, my blog is down there where all the show notes are. So patterns that I talk about, yarns that I talk about will all be found there. And then there's my email as well. So if you have any questions or anything, you can email me there. Anyway, so just want to say welcome to new subscribers, new viewers. I'm glad you found me. And returning viewers, hello again. How are you? So you want to grab a drink and your project. There's lots to talk about today. So we're going to go ahead and start with finished objects because there's a lot to talk about for life stuff. And I figured if you want to know about my husband's ordination, we can talk about that afterwards. You can stay, but then if you just want the yarny goodness, here we go. It's right up front. So first finished object that I want to talk about is from this wonderful book. It is called Crochet Iconic Women. And if you've been watching for a while, you know how much I love this book. I'm having a blast going through this book, crocheting all these women. So, this month, because I've been doing one a month, this month I did Cleopatra. Yes. So the book is by Carla Mitrani, and she always puts a quote in of each lady, and I'm like, do we even know any quotes from Cleopatra? We don't even know exactly when she was born, all of that. So I'm like, what are we gonna so the only quote that she has in the book is, "I will not be triumphed over." And oh boy, does that fit Cleopatra or what? Anyway, that's kind of how I felt on Thursday, trying to get some things printed at work. It's like, this printer will not defeat me. Anyway, you're here for Cleopatra, aren't you? All right. Shall I show you to her? Ta-da! Here she is. So, I finished her last night, actually. I had a day of rest yesterday, and I crocheted and finished her. I will say though, the issue I'm having with her is because the yarn that I use for her skin is a thinner yarn than the rest of it. It's not a worsted weight, it's more of a DK sport weight. Like, it's really thin. So like her hair isn't right, and like her arms, the bracelets, I don't know. But she's still super cute and I love her. I had a heck of a time trying to get this snake. And then also, you can see she actually has embroidered, so they have the kohl eyeliner on her. So yeah, so here she is. Ta-da! Yeah, and this was hard too, but anyway, she's done. My fingers are sore. But that's okay. So yes, Cleopatra is gonna join the rest of the ladies on the couch. So my parents came down for ordination, and we were gonna sit on the couch, and I was like, oh, well, let me move all the ladies. They're taking up space. anyway, it's fine. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with all of them when I'm done. For now, they're on the couch, hanging out. Anyway, next finished object are my July socks. I finished them. They were living in my cherry bag. The yarns, oh, I don't have the tags, but this was shepherd's wool in the colorway Pansy. It's beautiful purple, which purple's my color. I love it. And then this was Mountain Colors in the colorway West Michigan Blooms. All, like I said, all links are in my show notes on my blog. So, you ready to see the finished object? My knitted socks. Here they are. Ta-da! So yeah, mismatching, of course. Love it. So yeah, so last time I was here, I was just getting ready to start the heel. So yeah, so I did the heel and then the rest of this up. This is just a 3x2, 3 knit, 2 purl, and then you shift it over one every row, so you get this cool spiral pattern here, which I was like, I want that for the purple one because this is so solid. I figured it'd bore me, so. And then, like, I kind of wish that this was plain too, like it is on the bottom of the foot, just so you could really see the colors. But it's fine. And I'm like, why did I do this? I hate purling. Why did I do this to myself? But anyway, so yeah. These I'm calling my Michigan socks because the yarns are from Michigan. So, those are my finished objects. So, make some progress. I have 2, but there's only one here to show you. I had taken my Starry Night shawl to church with me this morning to work on in Sunday school, and I left it at church. So, anyway, I was kind of like, I don't really want to show this again as a make in progress. Like, I want to finish it and show it to you as a finished object. So, that's what will have to happen later. But anyway, so the only make in progress I have to show you, there's very little work done on this. This is for my August sock. So for those of you who are new, my friends and I are doing a challenge called Socks Box 2021. And so we are trying to do a pair of socks every month. So the Michigan socks were my July socks. This is what I'm doing for August. I'm calling this my Lori Lulu sock set. There you can kind of see. So it's purples and pinks, and then the contrast for heels, toes, and cuffs is a darker purple. This is pretty much the colors of my logo that you see on YouTube and on my blog as well. So, like I said, very, very little progress. Woof, and it is a tangled mess. Holy guacamole. What is going on here? Look at this. It's such a mess. Ugh. So yeah, like I said, very little progress. I think it's 6 rows, 7 rows. I don't know. Started my toes. Here we go. So yeah, not much. And I have this stitch marker to mark which one is the first sock that I'm working on. It helps when you're just doing rounds. So these are the new needles that I bought. They are the collage square needles. So the actual needle is a square, not round. And yeah, it's not a big deal, but the part that I'm having trouble with is where it connects. You see how bumpy that is? I am having a hard time getting my yarn over it. So, I'm switching back to my Chow Goo. Because those are perfect. And I will be one of those needle snobs for sure. But anyway, those are the only makes in progress I have to show you. Okay, so really the only thing I wanted to show you for the 2B section, I have been on a pattern buying kick lately. There are several patterns that I have bought recently, and I do have plans for them. I do have yarns picked out. I'm ready to start them when I get a chance. I think for this year, like, because I have a new job and now my production has gone way down, I'm just going to try to get through this year, through the socks and the ladies, and maybe have one other project going, because I just don't have enough time now. Ugh. Anyway, so the new patterns that I bought this one. It's called the Retro Whirl Cowl. This is by Christine Parker. She is from Yarn Hellions, the podcast on YouTube that she does with Sarah from Superfine Yarn Co. So Sarah dyes the yarn and then Christine makes patterns with that yarn. It's a cool partnership. I like that. Yeah, it's just a really simple cowl, knit cowl, and it has flare, you know, so like it's wider at the bottom than at the top. So yeah, I'm excited to try this one. There's something else. Oh, it is a paid for pattern, so I can't really tell you about it. And then the other one that I'm really excited for, it's another knitting pattern that I think is going to stretch my knitting muscles. It's called the Rosewater Shawl. Oh my gosh. Can I find a better picture? I don't think I have one. This one is a paid for pattern as well, so I can't really describe it to you. So yeah, so there you go. And I have a pretty pastel-y yarn that I'm going to use for this. So it'll be nice and feminine and pretty. So excited to try it. Okay. I'm not done with the yarny goodness, just so you know. So Friday, 2 days ago, was my birthday. And I am now 41. I know some people last year who turned 40 along with me, who are like, I'm gonna turn 40 again because last year didn't count. And I was like, I can understand that. I can see that. But I'm kind of, you know, I don't mind being 41. I feel like, you know, things have happened in my life that could have killed me. And so I'm celebrating that I am 41. How do I want to say this? So when I was little, my parents were missionaries in Africa and I got malaria. And so that could have killed me. Any reoccurrence that I have, because it never goes away, those can kill me as well. So thankfully they have not. Thankfully my reoccurrences, my original one wasn't as bad. Like I went to the doctor like as soon as I could. So celebrating, I'm 41. And with that, I decided I took the day off because I hate working on my birthday. You know, it's just not fun. So all the local yarn shops here in the Chicago area were doing the Chicago yarn crawl. And so I went yarn crawling on my birthday. So I just want to show you the things that I got. First of all, I got the official tote bag. This year they were celebrating blues, which, you know, Chicago and blues, they kind of go hand in hand. And then like each shop that you stop at, they have little pins that you can pin on where their shop name is. So I was at Yarns to Die For, Die Hard Yarn. Of course, I love this one. The Blues Brothers right here for my local yarn shop, which is Llama Llama Ding Dong. And then also Idea Studio is another shop that I went to. I only went to the ones that were kind of close to me. There are some that are hours away. Not quite going that far that day. What else? Oh, I am getting another pin. My friend who lives in Chicago, he has a yarn shop in the first floor of his building, Yarnify. I have been there, so he's picking up the pin for me, so I can put it on the tote. So yay! So anyway, last Sunday is when I went to Llama Llama. I didn't go on Friday, but last Sunday, because they had a trunk show going for Chameleon Yarns. You will find her, what's her, Coffee Bean Knit. I'll put it down here and it'll be linked in the show notes. Follow her on Instagram. She is a local dyer, so like she lives in the suburb next door. But she has some awesome colorways. My friends have been knitting with her stuff for a while, and I'm like, I definitely need to go to this trunk show and pick up some of her pretty yarn. So the first one I picked up was this sock set. So here's her logo, Chameleon Yarns. So yeah, so I have this beautiful sock set, which is navy, and then this navy speckled white. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And the colorway, it is 75-25 super merino wash nylon blend, and the colorway is called Midnight Stroll. So yeah, there you can see it without the tag being in the way. And then the other skein that I picked up is her 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. This beautiful pink and blue. Oh my gosh, I love this. And this one is called Morning Glory, which I thought was funny that I midnight and then morning. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm super excited about these. I think I'm gonna do the retro world cowl in this. I think that would be really cool. And then this sock set I'm gonna save, and I think this is gonna be my Christmas Eve cast on. At least that's what I'm planning right now. Who knows what will happen down the road. So those are what I bought Sunday. Well, I did buy some more stuff, but they're gifts for people, so. So then I went to Die Hard Yarns. That was the first one I went to. So I went north, and then went a little west, and then came down south, and further south than where I live. So I drove quite a bit on Friday. But at Die Hard Yarns, I walked in, and like this was like the first, like it just drew me like a homing beacon. Come by me. So it didn't, like I wasn't even in the shop very long. I was like, that's what I need, and that's all I need. I'm good. So here it is. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, it's blowing out so bad. Does that help? There you go. So yeah, there's white, hot pink, purple, this beautiful turquoise. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So this is by Queenie Crochet, and it's called Bird of Paradise. It is sock weight. So it's 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. And actually, I met her. Can't remember her actual name. Sorry. I will find out and put it down below. Anyway, I met her at Stitches Midwest 2 years ago, when the last time they had Stitches. And so I thought it was really cool that, you know, she dyes yarn, but she's a crocheter, not a knitter. So yeah, I super enjoyed that. So yeah, yeah. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this one yet. Probably a shawl of some sort. Oh, it's just so pretty. And then I went to the Idea Studio. It is in Brookfield, Illinois. So I drove by Brookfield Zoo on the way. I was like, oh, let's just stop in there and go look at the animals for a bit. And I was like, nope, I'm on a mission. I'm on a yarny mission. I need to go. So the Idea Studio, I walked around, chatted with them. They had a life-size cutout of Bernie Sanders with his mittens sitting there. Should have gotten a picture. Totally didn't. Anyway. I found this. It's sock yarn, obviously. It's called Gusto Wool, and it's speckled sock. It is a 20%, 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. And look at how cute. I thought these would make great Christmas socks. Oh, I just love this. The colorway is 1110. And I have looked online trying to find out if they actually have a colorway name. No, it's just a number. So, if you can figure it out, let me know. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, it's Gusto. I want to say Gusto. It's Gusto Wool speckled sock. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get a brown mini. I'm gonna try to find a brown mini for heels, toes, and cuffs for that. But yes, Christmas socks. So excited. And then I drove down to Yarns to Die For, which is in Frankfurt, and I've been there before. I actually went with some friends of mine who I'm meeting with next week, who I bought presents for. But anyway, and so I walked in knowing I wanted to buy 3 Irish Girls because I really feel like I need to support her, but nothing, like none of the colorways that they had were like really striking me. Like, I don't know, it was just not what I was wanting. But then I walked down and they had some Emma's yarn. She is in Florida, and so I saw this one, I saw the colorway name, and I was like, yep, that's coming home with me today. So this is 100% superwash merino, so I won't be able to do, I could still do socks, I just have to be careful. But look at this, oh my gosh, again, sorry, there we go. So you have these beautiful pinks and peaches, orange, and I know there's a girl at church who thinks orange and pink do not go together, but I just love this. But the colorway name is called It's Your Birthday. And since I was shopping on my birthday, I needed to buy this. So, also while I was shopping, I was wearing these socks here, which is Adelaide Fiber Company, in the colorway Birthday Cake. So then I was like, oh, I need some more birthday socks. Obviously, right? Yes, we all need birthday socks. So that's all the yarn that I bought. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. So sorry. So my tote, this tote bag that I got, show it again. It's by Work and Shelter. It's an ethical factory that employs impoverished women in New Delhi, India. By buying our products, you give our employees an economic agency that affords them more control and dignity in their lives. And then it says it's handmade by Anita. At least my bag was handmade by Anita. So yeah, I thought that was super cool. Also, I didn't just buy yarn, I bought some stitch markers. Well, during the yarn crawl, I bought one stitch marker, and then I ordered one off of Etsy recently. Anyway, so this is what I found at Die Hard Yarn. It's a super cute mug of hot chocolate with marshmallows and a candy cane, and it is a crochet or knit stitch marker, so I can use it for either project. But I thought I'll use it for my socks for sure. My Christmas socks. But the other one I ordered off of Etsy. This is from Cleopatra. I follow her on Instagram and I have loved her stuff, and I finally ordered something from her. She's been doing body parts. Stitch markers that look like body parts, but they have faces and a smile, so it's like your happy colon and your happy kidneys and your happy lungs. So yeah, it came in this cute little box, and I ordered my favorite body part, and so I now have a happy heart. Look at how cute. Are you gonna focus? Come on, focus. Nope. Anyway, so yeah, I was super excited. So when I was in college and high school, I took a lot of biology classes. Human anatomy was one of my favorite classes, and I just love the heart. Like, it's amazing. The fact that it keeps you alive and the different safety mechanisms that it has to help keep you alive. It's just so cool. Anyway, so she also sent some Swedish fish, and then just a couple more like plain stitch markers. So those were a special treat inside. So those have been my purchases these last couple weeks. Yay! Okay, so now the best part for last, right? So for those of you who are new, my husband is a pastor, and he has been working on becoming an ordained pastor. 2016 was when he got his first district license. So 2014 was when he got his local license. So it's been an ongoing process for several years. And ordination was supposed to happen last year, 2020. But obviously, it didn't happen. Anyway, of all the things that were canceled in 2020, that's what upset me the most, because my husband has worked very hard for this. And I'm so proud of him. But anyway, so yeah, the whole service was fantastic. It was just a wonderful day, trying to soak it all in as much as you can, but there's so much going on that you're just, okay. Thankfully though, they did have a live stream on the internet, so like our church actually, our church is right back here. They actually met together, because it's a long way down to Kankakee where the service was, and some of them, they have medical issues, so they can't be around people, especially during this pandemic. So they had a pizza party and watched the live stream, and I was like, I'd much rather be at the pizza party than be all dressed up and around all these stuffy people. No, they're not all stuffy. But so the ordination service was actually at the church that we used to attend. And so a lot of people who kind of helped us get started in ministry, they were there. And so we were able to celebrate with them. The only thing that really, it was upsetting. And it's something so trivial, but still it's like, oh. So like Ryan had been wanting to know like if the 2020 people could go first, because you know we've had to wait an extra year and 4 months for this to happen. And they were like, no, we're just gonna put you all together alphabetically. And it's like, okay. So then it's like, well, we won't get to go first. We'll be, you know, last name starts with K, so we're right in the middle. But then the way they had us separate and go to the other sides, it's like one side, you know, one person would go up, get ordained, and then they would sanitize that side while the other person came up from the other side and be ordained. And so it was either side. But when they separated us, Ryan and I were at the end. So he was the last one to be ordained. And I was like, I'm not okay with this. He's not either. And they were like, well, as long as you're all alphabetical at the end, when we all had to go down to the front to get the certificates, because the certificates are in alphabetical order. That's the important part. That's when we really need to be in alphabetical order. And I was like, still, the one person who wanted to, anyway. And I was like, there's plenty of us pastor wives who can figure it out and get this situated just right. But no, they didn't ask us. And that's okay. Fine. He still got ordained. It still was a wonderful night. And I'm just so happy for him. And so I will put pictures here at the end. So if you want to see everything, you will see my dress, because that dress was awesome. It was purple, it had tulips, it was comfortable, and it had pockets. Loved it. So anyway. So stay tuned for pictures. But with that, I'm going to leave you. I know I try to do every 2 weeks, but then in 2 weeks' time is the weekend of Michigan Fiber Festival. So I'm not sure how that's going to work for recording. So just be aware. Anyway, so I will see you later. God bless. Bye.